One of the most common questions I get, both in training courses and on LinkedIn and just in the general community, is how do I become a Scrum Master? Or someone I know is studying at university right now and they'd love to become a Scrum Master. They've seen me do it and I'm not sure how to help them get there. What would you say is the first step in getting there? And it's a really tricky question because the reality is the Scrum Master is not a junior role. The Scrum Master is a leadership role. You are a servant leader. You are a true leader that serves the Scrum team. Which means you need to have some battle scars from having done the work. Either perhaps as a developer, as a product owner, maybe as a manager, a project manager, product manager. You need to have tried doing the work, been there, knowing the pain of going through this so that you know when your team is talking to you, when your stakeholders are talking to you, you can speak from experience and help them guide through perhaps some of the things that you've already done, some of the mistakes that you've already done. For me, I became a Scrum Master the way most people, I dare say, become a Scrum Master. I was reorged. I was part of an organization. I was a project manager for a few years, working with Lean and Six Sigma and Prince 2 and all the fun stuff. And we were doing what's called RPA, Robotics Process Automation. And after a while, the organization figured, well, you've got enough work and you're doing things so differently from normal project management, you're going to reorg you into your own organization. And guess what? You're going to be agile. The problem was none of us knew what that meant. They just said, you're going to be agile. By the way, they asked me, do you want to be product owner or Scrum Master? And I looked at them and I said, well, product owner sounds like what I'm already doing. Why don't I try this Scrum Master thing instead? That sounds like fun. And that was it. I just read a blog post that talked a little bit about what the two are, and then I decided my fate from there on. And here I am a few years later, right? Nearly a decade later. But I didn't get any training. I didn't even read the Scrum Guide. The Scrum Guide being what defines what Scrum is and what the different accountabilities are for over a year. And I can tell you, I was a terrible Scrum Master for that first year because, of course, I had no idea what to do. I just said something about servant leader, which I took to mean I'm the boss, so I lead them and I tell them what to do. It wasn't at all what the intent was, so I was doing a terrible job. And I kept reading fun blog posts about exercises to do. None of that was helpful. But then I did go on a training course. And they said, hey, have you read the Scrum Guide? And I was embarrassed and said, I didn't even realize there was one. Where can I find it? They told me where to find it. I downloaded it. I read it overnight from the first day to the second day. And after that course, my life was changed. One, because the training showed me what Scrum actually is, how it should function. And I realized that it functions in so many ways that I wanted it to. And by getting that real experience and from hearing from people who have done it before and who are also on the same journey that I am of struggling through it, the experience and insight I got from that course was invaluable and still helps me to this day. So my first step would be, one, get into a team that's trying to solve complex problems or create new products. Two, once you've gotten some of those battle scars along the way and you're thinking, I'm ready for the next step, cool. Get yourself into a Scrum Master course. Read the Scrum Guide. And join the community aspiring to become great Scrum Masters. All right. Thank you very much for watching. And if you like what you saw and you want to hear more about what I've got to say in the future on similar questions, or if you have a question yourself, please reach out to me on LinkedIn. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me. You can also email me at oscar.styf@pragmaticshift.com. Please do like the video, share it with others if you think they might benefit from it, or follow my profile to see stuff as they come out as well. And I would love to be your Scrum trainer. So please find my content on pragmaticshift.com. You can find the courses I've scheduled for the year or on scrum.org.com as well. Look forward to seeing you in my classroom soon.